First program we're gonna see is order even program. So I'm open my pie chart, and now I'm going to create a new file, naming even r. Just click on enter button. Then you can see this first programs. I'm opening the code. So here the program will not be going to execute this line. So this is command line actually. Program for a even number. Okay, so first way I'm going to initialize a variable called n equals to, I'm going to assign a value, because here I'm going to give a value as like just for checking whether it's a 5 is an even or odd. I'm going to give this if condition. If condition will check whether it's a odd or even. If so, n modulo gives the remainder 2 equals to 0 colon. Then here I'm directly going to print whether it's a even or odd. Here even which n is a even or odd. Else you will print odd, which means n is an odd number. Else it will be even number. So I'm going to run this program. You can see the output is odd 5. Now I'm going to change this as 50. Now let's see, go on run and let's see. This is the even. So this is the first way, and we have some more other ways. Find a even or odd in list comparison mode, which means we can able to do the same kind of code in a single line, or I mean the logic will be in the single line. So directly I'm going to copy and paste it here. So how we can be able to make it as a single line, which means in the list comparison mode. So first what I'm going to do, I'm not going to delete any kind of lines here. I'm going to use the same kind. So for list comparison, first we need to take a variable equals to list. So it's list comparison. So I'm going to open the list which is empty, and what I'm going to do is like here in the print command, I'm cut and paste it here. So first I need to print even. When I'm going to print even, if the conditions will be in the even, I'm going to print. Else directly I'm going to print it else I can directly paste this syntax, which means you can see there is no semicolon has to be, you don't need to declare inside any kind of list comparison method. You have to delete that colon end of the yeah, you can see first what I'm going to do is like print even if the condition is n modulo of 2 equal to 0, which means if we want to print even if the condition is satisfied, else we're gonna print this odd. So I'm going to comment this one and I'm gonna run this one. Check, you can see it gives the same output, there is no difference. So if I'm going to change this again to 15, I'm going to run, it gives the odd is 15 is odd value. This is the one more method. Another method is find even or odd in a list. So first we need to declare a list which contains a number of values. So for example, we want to take like 53 random. I'm just taking. You can also enter whatever value you need. So 15, yeah, 20. Then again I'm going to print like 50. So this is the list. So how we can able to iterate each list and we can able to take it out. So for that what we gonna do is like I'm going to use that for loop. For I, this is a new variable I'm just declaring. In is the keyword, we're gonna check in the list. So L is the list colon. So you can just check, for example, what it will give the output, so you can understand how this will work. I'm going to run this program. So you can see here you will give the list only. This will give the list. How many times, how many values are there, it will print it exactly like this. So actually what we're gonna do, if we are gonna print it, I only extract this value one by one. Now you can see 53, 8, every list elements has been separated and it will be giving one on one. So what we can do is like here in this step we don't need this line, and we can use the same step as like before. Here what we used here, we can go and take it. If what we're going to do is we have that same value, 53, first 50 will be in the I, so we're going to take it I modulo 2 equal to 0 colon. Now what we're going to do is this will give the even, so we can't able to directly print this even. So what we are going to, why means it will directly give the print means it will check only one. So we need to find what are the elements in the list which will be even and odd in separate list, right? So before that I'm going to consider a variable which is even, which is empty list. Again for odd I'm going to use that empty list, and here what I'm going to do is this will give the even, right? So I'm going to take the even as a even variable and dot append means what are the elements which is in even, it will be append into the same this list. So I'm going to give that append of which element I only give that one by one element, it will check that, so it will append into the even list. Else same like else I'm going to take here as odd and append this one, and I'm going to print I. What it will do means it will in the even list, it will contains that it will traverse to all the elements in the for loop and it will divide it. Whether if it will be even, it gonna check it here in the even and it will be append it to even variable. So I'm on the outside of the loop, I'm in the same for loop. I'm going to print both the things, like if it is even I'm going to print this even, this is the variable, print odd, which one for this element, this variable I'm going to print it here. So now we're gonna check what is the element, you can see, and it will be appended to even this variable, it has been appended. After that, if it is not even, then it will be going to append into the odd variable. Whatever name you can give, just for example I'm giving as a even and odd, and you can see here output odd will be what are the even numbers, it will be displayed here separated, and what are the odd numbers present inside the list, it will be separated and it will be displayed in different list.